Layna here. Welcome back to my channel. This channel is all about my recovery from anorexia. Today's video is going to be me talking about an update on my recovery so far and, just why I've been inactive and just how my recovery is going. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. Okay guys, the first thing I want to just go ahead and say, you guys can probably tell I am not in my normal setting. Right now, I am not living at home anymore. I am staying with my aunt until my dad and I's apartment is ready and I will go live with him. I will not really be discussing the reasons for that. It's just better for my mental health and better for me overall. So yeah, I'm going to be living with my dad. So far in recovery, I have been challenging various things and learning a lot of new things and coming to terms with various topics I never thought that I would come to terms with. While I've been here, I have been working on just consistency in eating and challenging things. On my Instagram, I kept you guys pretty up to date before all this happened that I was at the point where I accidentally relapsed and I needed to gain weight again. And that was really scary and hard, and I was worried about it. But since I've been here, I have gained weight, and I will openly say that I have gained weight. But I've done it in a safe environment where I don't feel ashamed about it. I used to panic whenever I noticed things like that or my body changed, but I have not panicked. I have looked at my body and realized that it's okay for it to change. And yes, it may be scary, but it's not the end of the world. And I have come to terms with that, and I never thought that I would. I never thought that I would come to terms with, weight gain and openly embrace it. It is still a very scary topic for me, and I do, feel a little bit worried about it, and it's not my favorite thing, talking about it or having to do it. But I know that my body gains weight because it needs it. And one thing that I have, one term that I have kind of adopted is nobody shames you for buying a bigger coat because you are growing and changing and you need a bigger coat. Your body is like a coat and it's going to change, and it's okay if you need a bigger coat. And it's okay to have a bigger coat. And that's something that I am learning, that a smaller coat and making myself the smallest does not suit my spirit, and it damaged my spirit, and it damaged my mental health. And in order to be healthy and to thrive, I need to have a bigger coat. And thinking about it in that way has helped me so much. And it has helped me realize that gaining weight is actually a beautiful thing. And I'm going to openly embrace it and let my body become what it needs to be to thrive. Because I am still currently working on period recovery. I have not recovered my period yet. And that's one thing that we're working on, is making sure my body has everything it needs to recover my period. So that's definitely one thing that's been on my mind a lot lately, is trying to recover my cycle. So as far as challenges go, I have challenged a lot of things with the help of my family and my friends and you guys. I challenged a chocolate milkshake with my dad while driving up here, and it was very, very scary, but it was so freeing because I listened to my body. My dad suggested we get shakes, and at first I was like, no way, I can't do that. But then I realized my body is craving it, and I sat there and I listened. What flavor do I crave? And actually, I was craving a chocolate shake, and I had a chocolate shake, and I absolutely loved it. And I've challenged, just changes in the plan. There have been nights where we were going to do one thing for dinner, and it changed last minute, and usually that would cause a lot of panic for me. But I've learned to talk about my feelings, talk about how I'm feeling, talk about my worries, and talk through them. So it literally has become not as scary to change of plans, and it still makes me uncomfortable, and I still sometimes get freaked out by things like that. But in the end, I realized that I can talk through it and not just give up, and there is another side, you know? And I am learning body acceptance, and I have a safe environment for me mentally to do that. I feel like here I'm very calm, and that I have a calmness in my heart and in my soul, you know? I don't know how to explain it, but with that calmness, I have found time and peace to start body acceptance at every stage. And I've openly embraced things that I never thought that I would, like my face without makeup. I wear makeup maybe once or twice a week, and that's it. And the rest of the time, I just am my natural self. And I feel like that has had a huge effect on me, and just accepting that I'm going to change, and that's okay. My body's going to change, my weight's going to change, but I don't need to know my weight, and I don't need to worry about that, because I am finding a love for myself at every stage. Yes, I still have so many struggles, and I still have so many fears, and I still get uncomfortable with changes. I still sometimes have bad body days. I still am struggling with a fear of food and a fear of gaining weight, but that fear, I can feel it lessening and lessening by the moment and by the minute. And I'm learning what the eating disorder voice is and what my voice is, so that I can determine which one is the best for me. And I know which one's best for me. It's not the eating disorder voice. And here I feel like I've found that. I found a place where I am starting a different kind of recovery. Because recovery for me beforehand was I felt hectic and very just throwing myself in it, and I was a robot, and like I was just doing the motions. But now I have this calmness and this zen and this peace that is just so different, and it's just incredible. And I feel like here, movement hasn't become a necessity. I do it because I enjoy it, and it's not the main thing in my life anymore. I felt like where I used to live, my whole life was consumed by the eating disorder and food and movement, but here my life is starting to become more. My life is starting to become not consumed by food and movement and just doing the motions and just getting through the day. I am actually having more in my life. My life is becoming more full. And one thing that I have started to do, and I never thought that I would do this, but I have been having 2 pieces of candy a day to try to decrease the fear of candy. And I have ice cream every day, and it is amazing, and I know which ones I like and which ones I don't, and they are regular ice creams. They are regular ice creams. They're not sugar-free, they're not low-fat, they are regular ice creams. And I put as much as I want in the bowl. I don't use a food scale, I don't use measuring cups. I just put as much as I want in there. And it's an everyday thing. And it's not just once in a while, it's an everyday thing. And I'm not afraid of it. I'm not afraid of it, because I've started to realize that living at a minimum is no way to live. You know, I have ventured outside of the meal plan and eaten more than the meal plan, and I never thought that I would do that. I never thought that I would ever get to a point where I could do that until now. And I feel like the calmness and the serenity of where I am now, I feel like it's a safe environment to start a new kind of healing process. And I mean, it is really hard. I'm in no way recovered. I still have a very long way to go. But I know now that it's possible and that there is a life without an eating disorder, and I'm starting to find it. I still have a long way to go, but I can see it. I can see that there's more to life, and I'm starting to take hold of it and starting to find life again. Just incredible. I've challenged so many things. I've challenged getting frozen yogurt. I've challenged lots of candy. I've challenged milkshakes, Dairy Queen blizzards. I've challenged pizza. I have challenged spontaneous eating out, and I have challenged just a variety of things, and I've challenged so many different things that it's literally mind-boggling. And yes, there are still issues. They are going to start having someone else prepare my food to help make sure that I'm not restricting and to ensure that I'm not. And I was very upset about that. I got like angry. And then I realized if I'm angry about that and I'm worried and I'm scared and I'm frustrated and I feel the resistance, then there's obviously still a problem. And then I obviously still need help with that. And so, yes, somebody is going to probably end up making my food for me, and that's okay. It might actually be nice because I won't have to worry, you know? And yeah, it sometimes is still scary, and sometimes I still struggle with body acceptance and accepting the weight gain and accepting the change in my body and accepting that looking like a Victoria's Secret model is not real or healthy. It's hard sometimes, but I know that I'm a real, actual person, and I'm starting to love who I am. I'm starting to see that there's more to life than restriction and food, and I'm starting to slowly be able to let go of the eating disorder and slowly realize what life is without it. And that's what a difference it's been. Like, it's a different kind of recovery now. It's finding a life outside of an eating disorder and finding out and destroying the eating disorder. I can feel it slipping away, and I never thought that I would. I thought that it was always going to be a part of my life, but I can feel its grasps just like going away. And yes, it's still going to take a lot of time. Yes, I still need to be diligent, and I still need to be actively destroying the voices and actively going against the voices and actively making sure that the voices I don't listen to them. But I'm in a place where I can do that mentally, and just I'm starting to find hope. I was depressed like every day, and every day it was consumed in it was all about food, all about movement, all about, just the eating disorder. And now I'm finding out that I'm finding the life that I had before an eating disorder. And it's going to be a different life in many ways, but I'm finding myself again, because I am more than my eating disorder, and so are you. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this little update. You guys so much for watching. I'm going to try to do more filming of videos for you guys. I'm sorry that I went inactive. There's just been a lot of changes in my life. Starting school, moving, it's been crazy. I appreciate you guys being patient with me. Here's my Instagram. I post there, and I try to keep up with posting. I went a little inactive for a while, but I'm back. Here's my TikTok. I don't ever really go on there, but I'll put it in there anyway. Thank you guys so much for watching. Keep kicking eating disorder butt, and remember that you can kick your eating disorder butt, and recovery is worth it. I love you guys so much. Have a great day. Bye.